So good morning to all. Hope you all are doing great. So today in this video we'll be discussing about Root Mobile share. So we know that about this particular stock we have discussed in earlier videos, that is before the listing day. So we have discussed how much amount of listing gains we can expect and what will be the future prospect of the company. So later, after giving a good movement for the 2 consecutive days, again in the stock correction was seen and it has again reached to the 760-780 rupees levels. So what we have discussed, so we have discussed the various bulk deals that happened in the company, and also we have discussed some important points. So if you have not watched the video regarding this, then definitely watch that. So it will be present in my video section. So today we'll see what can be the next levels, and also we'll again recap the bulk deals, if any additional bulk deals have happened in the company or not, and then we'll try to find out the next set of targets. So before that, if you're new to the channel, then definitely subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get instantly notified. So if you see the current market price of Root Mobile, so you can see currently it's trading around 840 rupees and we are seeing some fluctuation. So whenever we see Root Mobile, so people who do regular trading or who have invested in Root Mobile, so whenever they observe the market depth, so they will observe one thing, that almost when it reaches 90% buyers, again it reaches to 50% buying. So what is happening? So the trading is happening. So whoever they're buying at the bottom, they're encashing the 5 to 6% profit, because the trading, if you see the volume, so lakhs of shares will be traded. So when they buy at the low level, again they'll sell at the high level. So what happens ultimately, so they'll gain within a short span of time 5 to 6% profit, which is very much, which that much amount of quantity. Okay, so when we discussed earlier about Root Mobile, so we discussed about Goldman Sachs. So what Goldman Sachs has done, so we know that it has invested in this particular company at 700 rupees level. After that, we have seen some continuous movement in the stock. At any point of time, we know that profit booking also happens exactly from 960 rupees level. Again, it has started correcting. So one thing you need to remember whenever in any company, any foreign investors are investing or not. So whenever they invest, they don't exit immediately. So you need to remember this. So whenever any investment companies like Goldman Sachs, or it may be any top rated investment firm, if they're investing in any company, so they don't do trading. So they hold it for a certain period of time and they see for the opportunities to again add. Okay, so when we compare with Indian investment companies, so we see regular trading. So they buy at let's say 850, again they do selling at 855, just for 5 rupees profit. So much amount of greed will be present within the Indian investment firms. So that you need to remember one thing. So that's why when foreign investment firms are investing, you need to see even an opportunity, since nothing is negative for the company. So if you see its peer competitors PE, let it may be Affle India, it may be Tanala Solutions, you will be surprised to see the PE of them will be almost 250. If you see Affle India, PA will be 250. What is the sector P? Sector P is 25. Okay, and if you see Root Mobile P is almost equal to the sector P, so nothing we can say overvaluation is present. So still momentum is there. So we'll see at which levels again if we want to invest or if we want to average. So we'll discuss those levels. So deliverable quantity wise, on October 1st, you can see almost 13.8% deliverable quantity was seen. So that much amount of takeaway into the demat accounts is not yet seen. So it depends completely, because let the operator activity, that is the traded quantity, let it reduce. So whenever deliverable quantity is increasing, so we'll confirm that okay, now the stock is technically neutral and now we can enter with decent quantity. So wait little patiently. So we'll discuss the levels where we can enter. So when we discussed about bulk deals, so we did not discuss about PRB Securities Private. So this is a company which it belongs to West Bengal. So clearly you can see they bought at 682, again they sold at 683. So don't know what is actually the strategy for 1 rupee profit or 2 rupees profit. So why they do selling? So sold here, again bought here, bought at 682, sold at 683. So for 1 rupees profit, so heavy fluctuations will be seen, because quantity that they they have taken is huge. So what we feel that when 90% buying is there, we feel that it will go to upper circuit, but that doesn't happen, especially in these type of companies. So again they start the trading, again they sell from the high position, again they take it to the low, again they add again to high. So this cycle continues. So ultimately who will get trapped? If we are having greed. So if we are having greed and if you're entering with heavy quantities, so we'll be trapped at high levels. So you need to wait patiently, you need to understand what actually is the game that is being played, and then only you should enter. Okay, so understand this. So when we go down to Goldman Sachs, or it may be Kuwait Investment, so see, can you see any selling here? Okay, so they have only bought. Okay, no selling is seen by them. So that is what I'm telling. So foreign investors, they don't do immediate selling, so they hold for a certain period of time. So that is the best example here also. So Goldman Sachs, Kuwait Investment Authority, so they have not sold anything, just they are holding. So 705 they have taken at that particular level, another one is 697. Okay, so these may also act as a very good support for the company in the coming sessions. So when we see the 1 week movement of the stock, so you can see almost in 1 week it has gone to a high of 988 and a low of 758, and we can see almost a 10.71% negative movement ultimately was seen in the stock. So 988 is also very good move. So people have taken at 626, 628 rupees level also, they would have earned a very good amount of profit within just a short span of time, that is almost 3 days. So we have discussed everything about this particular stock in our previous videos. So people have not watched it, definitely you can watch that. Okay, so currently you can see the stock is around 834 rupees level. So what so now comes the main question, if you want to enter, at which level you can enter? So clearly you can enter at 780 or between 800 rupees, you can enter with small quantities. So always I suggest small quantities. So what is small quantities? Taking only 2 to 3 shares. So that is more than enough, because according to new SEBI rules, we know that T1 holdings is present. That is you cannot buy, that is buy today, sell tomorrow. You can't perform those activities. So minimum you need to hold 3 days a total. So if you're having heavy quantities, if you hold it, if tomorrow sudden fall will happen, definitely you will be in panic situation and you will try to sell your other holdings also. I've seen many people, it happens because when they see the loss, they try to compensate that loss, so they sell the holdings which they're having profit. So ultimately you will have a loss. So don't have that panic situation. So relax fully, you can add in small quantities. So if 3 shares also, if you are taking, if it goes almost 50 rupees down, almost you'll have 150 rupees loss only. Okay, so remember that, add in small portions near the 780 as well as 800 rupees levels. Okay, and we can wait for 900 plus targets if everything goes well, since now market is also in good positive mood, so it may also start moving. So that's why today also we have seen 7 to 8% movement in the stock. Okay, so wait for 800 and 780 rupees levels. So nothing much technicals is there to discuss, since it is a recently listed company. So mainly we're discussing on the previous levels or supports where it has halted for little time. So operator activity will be present. So 90% buying, again 50% buying. So they are buying at low levels, again they are selling at high levels. So nothing much to panic about this. So compare it with the peer competitors. So when you see the peer competitors, so how much movement they have given in a let's say 1 year time frame or 6 months time frame. So future is there, so hold it for long term, and whenever you find an opportunity, as usual,